Hello there, fellow Vikings. I'm just going to do a video today to show some of the progression of my building technique in Valheim. This is probably my earliest structure. I just built a sort of a roundhouse or a yurt type thing by placing a block and then or a pole and then rotating it once until it made a circle. Small little farm here and set up. You can actually get quite a bit of stuff in here. I had a level 4 workbench and a level 5 forge, level 4 cauldron, all stuffed in here. It's running out of storage space. This got me pretty far, but I ran out of space and I wanted to expand and wanted things inside a little more. That's the basic thing. I usually build one of these in a new world just to get started until I can build a more permanent structure. I go ahead and sleep and advances to the daytime. So that's that little farm. It's typically, you see no wall or moat or anything here. So might not fare well after killing the elder. Up here is my idea, one of my earlier ideas of a portal hub. Built it right next to the power altars. Originally I was going to have a level 4 workbench and a level 5 forge here at least, and the portal hub for anybody to use, but never got that far. More room for more portals or whatever. Other room for perhaps a private room for portals. I got a campfire, or the bonfire above there actually acts like shelter. So learn how to do this without this hole in the middle. Eliminate that if I wanted to, I guess. This is a pretty good example of what my buildings evolved in from the roundhouse. It was this sort of round-ended Viking longhouse, if you will. At least it was meant to look like that. It's sort of like an upside down boat. Have you ever seen Viking longhouse? The barn and all that came a lot later, obviously. See, with the smoke hole in the center. Barn with the big overhangs. Show you in here real quick. This is just basically to keep some animals alive after a raid. This was more full and had level 5 and level 7 workbenches, but I scavenged the stuff out of here when I moved. This was meant to be a lighthouse, but you can't see it very far out to sea, so it doesn't work all that well. Bonfire on the roof. That could be a little tricky getting that connection. Had to support the bottom of the lighthouse with steel beams to make that happen. That roof would not stay up without these. Sort of the longhouse evolved a little bit. This one doesn't have the rounded edges, but I cantilevered the second story. Give it a little more room, since the slanted ceiling eats up a little more space. Same idea with the smoke hole in the middle. Storage. Not a lot of living space, more functional. Table for comfort. Now the first one I showed you had water on one side and a wall on the other. This one I just dug a moat all the way around it. Well, halfway around it anyway. And that keeps the trolls down there and everybody else in check pretty much, except for the what the hell you call them things? Drakes. I wanted to call them dragons. I know that's not what they're called, drakes. Anyway, the drakes, when they come, they'll blow up stuff. But everybody else kind of stays in that, stays down in the moat. There's a more recent tower that I moved all the portals to the bosses. And right here next to the shrines. There's no portal for Icthier because you don't really need one. And it's within walking distance of here, so haven't found the Mistlands boss yet. Here's another modified version of the Viking longhouse. This one's a bit wider and a little bit longer than the other ones. That's why the roof is so big. Still want to kind of give it the rounded sort of shape in the front. Smoke hole in the middle still. The bottom part was kind of made more blunt. That kept the round shape on the porch. Give it that sort of Viking longhouse look. Lots of space, very functional. Not a lot of living space. There could be. Could be for sure. This house has something the other longhouses don't. That's a basement. I haven't put anything down here, but I could probably move the entire shop down here and it would be okay. And leave the whole upper level for living space. Show you upstairs. Hot tub on the deck. Gonna get when I get another dragon egg, I'm gonna stick it over here for lighting. Got that nice purple color. It's nice. Another attempt at a lighthouse tower. Portal hub. It's kind of the way I do it. Makes sense to me anyway. Would be nicer if you could see it further out to sea, but that might come later. Fire. At my dock area here where I process all the metals that come aboard. Storage unit. I just gotta have wolf spawn pants, so you gotta deal with the gray dorks. This is my first attempt at building a log cabin house. I built this because my wife said she was gonna play Valheim and she wanted me to build her house, so I built this log cabin. It's a bit different than my other builds. This is my wolf trap there. That's also evolved, but I'll show you that later. I take you inside. Nice grand entrance here. I haven't put any furniture in here yet because I was waiting for my wife to get online and help me decorate it, but she hasn't done that yet. I'll take you downstairs first. It's my shop down here. Really like this because I was able to fit it in here and didn't have to eat up living space. Level 5 workbench. Show you the upstairs. not much of an interior decoration guy, so yeah. Did manage to fit this in here and stick the chimney out the roof so I could be in here and not get smoked out, which is kind of nice. You have to put wood in it, squeeze out this window, and, anyway, just put some wood in it. Yeah, a bit different than my normal build, but I definitely like it. I will definitely build this again in the future, or a variation of it. We go to the swift track. It's a pit, obviously. My first wolf trap was just stake walls, 2 rows thick, back to back to keep the wolves from getting out, because they would often destroy one of them if they were too agitated like they are now. But the way I set this up is I'll put the big pole on there like that, and then attach all the floor to that so it's not touching the edges anywhere. And once I get the wolf in here, jump up on this platform and destroy that pole, the floor goes away. Perhaps I'll demonstrate that in a video. But that's how I got them down there. See, he's attacking it now. It seems to work pretty good. It's the best wolf trap I ever made.